Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny. I just ate Mr. Hero, the Roman burger. Maybe a bit too much food for me. I feel like I'm a ticking time bomb right now. Sweet Jesus. And they're expensive. My God. Taking loans out for food. There's a disaster waiting to happen right here. Anyway, today we have a great video. We're still in the Heisei era. In the middle of it, sort of, with Godzilla, or specifically Mothra, figures. Well, figures based around Mothra from the Heisei era. So it's really a Mothra episode, just with very little Mothra in it. Well, maybe. I'll let you decide how much Mothra's in here. First off, we have the Bandai Movie Monster Series Mothra from, I forget what year this is. My finger 92, yeah. So this is from Battle for Earth, Godzilla and Mothra, Battle for Earth, or Godzilla vs. Mothra, Battle for Earth. I don't know. I should have did my research. Let me look it up so I don't get it wrong, because I can't read Japanese. It's right there on the card. I have my trusty phone here, Godzilla 1992, and that is Godzilla. It says Godzilla vs. Mothra. Now, hold on here. I thought I had Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth. See, I was right. Okay, we're solid. You know, sometimes, you know, they have little. Sometimes it's versus, sometimes it's against, sometimes it's and. Want to get it right. All right. So that was that figure. And let me just say, as we're looking at this Bandai Creations Rainbow Mothra from the Mothra trilogy, the Mothra Heisei trilogy, I want to say that Heisei Mothra 1992 is probably my favorite Mothra design. I just like how she looks, very fluffy. So I really do enjoy that figure. Rainbow Mothra over here is a pretty cool Mothra as well. Also just think it's a pretty good figure for how fluffy the wings are, because it's like a, how should I describe it? Not like a bubble, but you know, like it's not just one piece of plastic layer for the wings. It's like there's air in between it. They add some oomph to the wings, you know. I'm about to squeeze it in a second here, but I like it. But that's how they did it back then. They don't do it like that anymore, unfortunately. Plastic is expensive. So here's this. This is again Bandai Creations, Bandai America. And they did a really good job with this. Very interesting that they chose to do Mothra from the Heisei trilogy, which I don't think really was that popular at all in the United States. I don't even know how popular it was in Japan, because to be honest, it's not the best work of Mothra art. If you've seen it, maybe you disagree. I have the trilogy. You can buy it on Amazon still, I believe, and it's okay at best. Let me just say that. So, but the figure is cool. We have that. I don't know if this is the base figure or is that the fusion version. That's really clear. You let me know. I'm pretty sure that's the regular Mothra. But here we have the Godzillas. Now, I did look it up. So these are like the classic, iconic Bandai movie monster Godzilla figures. I say that because back in the day, this is the pinnacle Godzilla figure that was around for a while. At least when I was watching Godzilla collections when I was younger. And I looked it up. One of these is the Godzilla Island, which is the one I'm holding, I believe, because the Godzilla Island TV show poster's on the back of the card. The other one should be 92 Godzilla. It's just a reused mold. It's slightly taller and with a little bit of a different paint job. I'm showing off both of them because they're pretty much the same figure. And, you know, this is early movie monster series, and I think they're fine. Like, it's not perfect representation, but it's a solid Godzilla figure, so I do like it. And the movie monster series obviously improved a little bit later, but I still like it's still a fun figure to have. I recommend if you can find it like on eBay or something. I don't think they're that expensive still, but they're just nice figures. So there's the card. with the gloss. Why does my computer know if weather updates and so much more? Shut the fuck up, Windows. I can literally look out my window to see weather update. I don't need my Windows 10 PC to let me know if it's raining or if I'm going to get struck by lightning. I'll just go outside and get struck by lightning and file for insurance or die. So, anyway, this is 92 Godzilla. And again, different paint job, slightly taller, really nice figure. Just not the most accurate, in my opinion. Maybe you see it more accurate than I do. It just looks a little off, specifically with the face and maybe a little bit of the stance as well. But I still really like the figure. So do not misconstrue my words, okay? I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's still a solid figure, okay? Relax over there when you're typing in your comment section. My comment section, okay? Just kidding. Share your opinions with me. It's a free country. So, but there, he has like sleepy eyes. Like, kind of looks like he's drowsy. But at least when you look at his head on, now it's from the side, he looks more awake. But like I said, I'm happy to have these figures. There's a size comparison of Mothra. I have two of them, one card, because I originally bought, this is the first one I bought without the card. And then I saw the other one with the card for sale, and I thought it was the same figure. Just have two of them. Because again, it's kind of an iconic, personally iconic figure to me. So I thought I have two of them, one with the card. But then I got them and realized they're both like different sizes and kind of different iteration of the same mold. So anyway, this guy right here. So this is from the Heisei Mothra movie. I believe this is from the second Mothra film in the trilogy. This is Galore. I believe I pronounced that right. Very unique kaiju, and has even made an appearance in the anime. Well, quotes around the word appearance. He's in like that news broadcast that happens right at the first episode of the Netflix animated Godzilla trilogy. He's attacking like Sydney or something. So it's a cool design. I would have loved to see more of him in other Toho kaiju media to get a better glimpse, because again, I'm just not a big fan of the Mothra trilogy, so it's not like I had to go back and rewatch Mothra 2 to really enjoy my Galore moments. But there's a good size comparison. I was really fortunate on how I got him, because he was a little bit pricey around the time that I bought him, and he still might be a little pricey. And someone on eBay was selling him along with like two other figures, I believe. And they were like Treadmaster, Gigan, and Space Godzilla, which I wasn't really looking for. And they had him, but it was only like, I forget how much, like $100 for three of them. For three of them, that was not a bad price. And it was priced low because one of his legs was like pushed in, and they labeled it as damaged. So when I got him, I heated him up with the air dryer, because he just saw final, and I just pulled the leg out. It was perfectly fine. So, steal. Okay, a score, if you will. Anyway, we're moving on. This is Cretaceous King Ghidorah. This is from Mothra 3, I believe. And I really like this figure, except for the horns. Look at the horns right there. Like, they didn't want to make the horns like idle, like sticking out by themselves, so they attached like the brown plastic in the gap. Maybe that's to secure them so they don't break or something. But like other Ghidorah figures, other figures with horns don't do that, so it's a weird design. But you know what, it's not too bad. I still like this figure. It has a really cool design. I like the paint, I like the details. It's definitely worth the pickup, and sizes pretty well, because Cretaceous King Ghidorah wasn't like super huge. And I don't know, I just really like it. Yeah, another kaiju I would like to see more of in other Toho media. Like, show off some more Cretaceous King Ghidorah and Galore. Anyway, what the fuck are these? These are larvae. So this is the Mothra larva from the Pack of Destruction, which I'm assuming this is the 92 Mothra larva. Obviously it's Mothra larva. No one's gonna like be that picky about it. It could be from the Showa era. I'm having this one right there too. I'm just showing that one off because I don't know if I showed it yet. I think that was actually from like Final Wars or from Tokyo SOS. But anyway, back to the one about the Pack of Destruction. I'm guessing it's 92 just because the Mothra figure that comes with it, which we'll look at here next, it looks like the 92 Mothra. So here's that Mothra that comes with it. And again, to me, it just looks more like the Heisei Mothra, so that's why I assume the larva is the same. Maybe this is classic Mothra, I don't know. But if you ask me, I look at it more like 92. It's a very nice figure, you know, especially looking back on it, because I've had this for so many years since I was a kid. I feel like looking at it again, like I appreciate it even more. Like it's just a solid Mothra figure, and just looks nice. A nice small miniature. Here I have another Rainbow Mothra that I bought from a seller on Facebook. This is the Japanese movie monster series. It still has the tag, and he put it in a really nice sleeve, which I think I'm about to take out. And there's actually like a secondary tag. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. Again, it's all in Japanese. Can't really read it. Maybe it's like a choking hazard. There's a child crying on it, it looks like. So I don't know. Maybe I can't put that figure in my mouth. Maybe I can't take it into, you know, the shower with me to play with toys. So, you know, thank you for the warning, Bandai. I can't put it in the toaster, or else it will burn down my entire apartment. But it has a nice tag. And I don't know which Rainbow Mothra, maybe that one I like better. It's a little bit more vibrant. But I don't know. It's a toss-up. They're both solid additions. This right here. For the longest time, I said this is called Death Ghidorah. But for a while, I was wrong. This is Des Ghidorah, okay? D-E-S, Des Ghidorah. Don't really know what that means. But I thought Death Ghidorah sounds cooler. Tail's broken. But who am I to name these kaiju? So, but this figure is really nice. If you like figures that take up an insane amount of shelf space, this is the figure for you. Because he is a shelf hog with his wingspan and how long he is, but at least he looks very nice. This one did not come with a tag because I believe, I might be wrong, I believe this figure actually was one that comes in a box. Like it has its own special box. I did not get the box with it, I got it by itself. Nor do I need it, because that's even more space, because then I have to save the box. I can't throw away vintage boxes, okay? What am I, crazy? But look at the wings. So this is the first time I posed the wings like that. That looks cool, okay? That looks cool. The wings are a bit loose. I had to attach them when I first got them. But his detail, his paint job, like the maroons and the red, and you know, it's just very nice colors. Very nice color palette. Looks very evil, which is supposed to. So it does a good job. There's Rainbow Mothra for scale. So I believe Des Ghidorah is an 8-inch scale, which means it scales well with 6-inch figures and 6-inch figures only. Because that's just the way it works with Bandai when it comes to 8-inch scale figures. Okay, their Ghidorahs, when they're 8-inch scale, they're going to scale well with the 6-inch figures and not the other 8-inch figures in their line. Just like the 6-inch Ghidorahs do not scale well with the 6-inch Godzillas. It's a trend. It's a tradition, and they're keeping it. I respect the hustle. Holy shit, though. Now we're sizing up. Okay. So I talked about, you know, I had like a big Mecha King Ghidorah. Well, I also have a big Ghidorah. But this is the Grand King Ghidorah, which also I know comes in its own box. I still did not get the box with this one, though. I got this by itself. Because this definitely hog some shelf space. My god, Ghidorah's just notorious for just taking up way too much shelf space because of their wings, and this is no exception. In fact, this is the greatest one, the greatest example of that all, because it's a big figure. But you know, like I said in my last video, I like the big Ghidorahs because it represents how big and menacing the kaiju is, and I like it because when they display on my shelf, it stands out. Yeah, you should respect his authority, respect his, be happy to be, you know, and have him in your line of sight. I'm just lost for words right now. I'm also scratching my eyes because it's allergy season, which is probably not a good thing to do, but here I am, making poor decisions, like eating a large Roman burger from Mr. Hero, okay? I'm still recovering, it's slowly digesting, okay? If I don't make a video next week, know that I did not make it. And the Roman burger killed me. There's a size comparison right there. It's obviously sized as well because this thing's fucking huge. So, well, maybe it doesn't size well. Maybe it's too big. In my opinion, if you're gonna be called Grand King Ghidorah, then you need to be grand, and he's definitely grand, grande, whatever. So, there's Mothra larva, which technically I think is a proper scale for 6-inch Mothras. If you think about it, some of the 6-inch Mothra larvas are like way bigger than the 6-inch adult Mothras in terms of like the body size. Where it's like, how does that big ass larva turn into a smaller adult? Like, no, it doesn't. Like, I'm not a butterfly. I don't know the mechanics of the evolution, but I don't think that's how it works. I'm calling it out. Anyway, it's just toys. Speaking of toys, this is the last piece I want to show off here. It's very special to me. So this obviously comes in a box in case you're not blind, in case you are blind. But if you are blind, no disrespect. But this is the Heisei Mothra 92. Or no, wait. They use. This is from. It kind of looks like it, but I think it's from. They show Dad's Ghidorah on the back, so I believe it's actually from the first Mothra movie in the Heisei trilogy. Yeah. So I was incorrect. It's not 92, but this is special to me because it's an older figure, and actually it's custom painted by the person I bought it from. I bought it off eBay. They had a list of the hey, it's custom painted. He showed me some pictures. I really like what they did with the figure. So I was like, definitely I'll take it. And he was very kind. And I really appreciate what he did because this is an awesome piece that I was looking for. And his paint job, I think, even enhanced it. And I keep it in the box because I think the box is really cool too. I did look at it when I first got it. I took it out a little bit, but I just want to keep it intact because you can kind of tell that box is it's definitely showing its age. I don't know how much more I can really be opening it, but I just want to leave it there and, you know, respect the work of art that person did. So that is all for today's video. Very long video, much longer than I thought it'd be. So I hope you all enjoyed. I do have for you Halo fans, if you're on this channel seeing this video, I got the Vault figures, and we're gonna talk about them when I get them. Should be sometime this week. So I plan to do that video. And then obviously we have Mechagodzilla coming up and Space Godzilla, plus many more. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.